Jolene. Welcome to Jolene Sparkles. Had a little bit of an issue with getting started here. Sorry about that. I didn't even realize that it went live. Yeah, I usually have like a little kind of starter screen as yeah. Anyway, I'm not used to doing this on a Wednesday. We'll just leave it at that. Well, the reason that we're here today on a Wednesday is kind of a special edition. The all time whatever, I don't know. However, I'm looking to phrase that. The exciting news is that Satisfactory has updated with Update 4 a few hours ago, and I was like, oh my god, I've got to do the stream because I have been looking forward to this so much. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say beyond that. Beyond, I'm super excited about this. So just bear with me 1 second. It's weird that the icon still shows wait, it's on experimental. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out like which button here to hit. I haven't used Epic in a while because I haven't been playing Satisfactory. Let's see here. Let's see. Did I load up the right one or not? Nope, I loaded the wrong one. Oopsies. So yeah, it's actually on the experimental version. So for those that don't know, Satisfactory has two main branches that they have out there, which is their main live version, which is the early access version, which is considered stable. And then they also have their experimental version. So what they do is they will release, kind of updates and changes to the experimental version first, make sure everything is good. They fix a couple of bugs. This way it doesn't there's not major kill your factory kind of things. But the reality is that this particular update is huge. They've added a lot of things. I haven't actually looked at all the things that they've added, but from what I understand, they've added things like drones, which I'm hoping is some kind of ability to have items brought to you automatically. That's what I'm hoping for. I don't know if that's actually the case or not. Sorry, I'm just setting up a few other things that that I don't have currently running. I have a stream deck going here with a lot of stats on everything that's running and whatnot, and I had to start that up. I had to reboot right before the stream started, but yeah. Anyway, okay, so let's dive right into this. I'm super excited about this. I've been looking forward to it for a while now. I'm just kind of double checking everything because I swear that I'm missing something and I don't know what I'm missing. Anyway, okay. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's see, make sure my stream deck is working. My stream deck is not working. Okay, so that's good to know. Give me a second. That's why I had kind of that rough start there because yeah, my stream deck is not. The buttons aren't working the way they're supposed to. Why is this not working? Just bear with me 1 second. I have to. I could probably go without this, but it'll be a little bit annoying because I won't be able to do all the things I need to do. Where the heck is the Stream Deck utility? It's always in my... That's weird. I always have it pinned to my, and it's not working. Weird. I know part of the problem was that... Alright, we're just going to do it like this. Looking for game to capture. It's still not... Ugh. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Short version of it is, I was running some tests with Streamlabs earlier today to make sure that I was going to be able to actually stream this. So I had to log out of my current account to log into a different account. It's all really stupid, and some of my settings got messed up. Whatever. Anyway, all right. So I guess we'll put a space in there. And then we'll just call this update 4. Alright, so yeah, I'm doing a private session because, today I will be playing alone, but, potentially tomorrow or Saturday, I'm not sure if I'll be streaming, this tomorrow or Saturday. I probably will be, instead of the usual, games that we've been playing because I'm so excited about this, but I will have some guests coming on. Alright, so I'll get into that in just a second. Let's take a look and see which area I want to go into. I don't like the forest. It's a pain in the ass. I do like the, I know, right? Audrey's, being the peanut gallery tonight. Um, she's gonna start playing the game tonight. Are you actually gonna start playing it tonight?
I was gonna try.
You're gonna try.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. This will be interesting to see how I can get you to join, but I guess we'll find out.
It actually already shows you since we're on the same network. It
Oh,
literally
it
shows
does.
Dev Toaster right over there.
Excellent. All right. Well, we're gonna see
We'll try.
if Brittany can join us. She might be joining us to kind of hang out a little bit. Um, yeah. So we'll kind of see how that goes. We should have actually done this before the stream, like I was suggesting earlier today, but somebody didn't
Well.
want to.
I wasn't feeling
I'm just
well.
giving her crap. That's all. I have to give her crap
You
all
really
day.
sound
It's
bad in
part
here.
of my job.
It makes a mess.
Okay, fine, whatever. Anyway, all right. So which area are we going to start in? So I think that while I like the Dune Desert because it's really open, you can create a lot of really cool things there. I think that it's a little bit boring for stream, so it comes down between the rocky desert and the grass fields. I'll be honest with you, I really do like the grass fields. I've been playing this game a lot, so I'm not like a newbie or anything. I just happen to really like this area. There's a lot of great things to really kind of set up and some cool things you could do. So you know what? We're going to go ahead with that. Actually, I can set this to friends only, so then maybe there'll be some additional people joining me. Hey, PJ, how are you doing tonight? So yeah, I will be doing the skip tier 1. I think that, well, yeah, I'm going to do a skip tier 1. I'll do a video on tier 1 at some point, but I'm going to skip it for today's show. I just think that it takes a lot of time. I mean, that'll be half of the session right there, just trying to get through those first couple of tiers, and it's kind of annoying. So, here we go. You can add me to. Are you on my friends list?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it shows there. It shows online, but it's not letting me click it.
Well, I don't see you. Sorry, apologies. We're just trying to.
If you get a session ID, let me know.
I do have a session ID. I don't know. Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter so much. I'll just take a picture of it and send it to you, and then
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Sorry about this. This is kind of a weird one. We haven't. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna do a selfie on the stream because why not? I guess I'll go ahead and do that anyway. All right, I'm sending that to you right now, Brittany. But yeah, sorry, this is kind of an unusual. Normally I'm a little bit better prepared than this, but today's kind of today's kind of one of those days. So, and I guess since I already had this set up, you're gonna get to see me do my selfie of the day. And for those that don't know, I take a picture every day. Well, I've been trying to in quarantine. It's really tough. And I try to do a different background and such each time. There we go. Got my selfie. And then I put together a video at the end of the year. All right. Anyway. All right. So I don't know if Brittany will be able to join or not. I guess we'll kind of find out. I don't see an invite from her. But I guess we'll see what happens. All right. So here we are. Satisfactory. St. Patrick's Day early. No, I am not celebrating St. Patrick's Day. I'm a little too Italian for that. Anyway, all right, PJ, since you're one of my most loyal fans out there, please let me know how the frame rate is. If things look really jagged or kind of crappy or whatever. So what I'm doing is I'm picking up all these leaves. Oops. Be great if I actually hit the right button. So I'm picking up these leaves as I go along. We're going to be using these leaves as fuel for our initial set of our factory. And I just find that it's really good to kind of pick up this crap as you go along. And it's great that it landed me in this spot, because this is actually my favorite spot to establish my base. It's a nice big open area. You got this nice little cool lake there. The lake is unfortunately a little bit too shallow to use water pumps in it. However, we're not going to be using coal over here. We'll actually outsource that across the map. I can't really show you where it is right now because we don't have the map researched yet. But you can see I'm kind of running over this way. Oh, do I not have auto run on? Huh. That's weird. I guess the settings reset. Why can't I find my mouse? Oh, there we go. Let's see here. I know there is a button for... Where the heck is it? I know there's a button for just being able to say, hey, always just run when I like hit the button instead of hold to sprint. Turn that off. Why the hell would anybody want that? Just sprint all the time. I don't feel like walking. There's no reason. All right, so I guess what we'll do is we'll set up our base a little bit over here, and I can hear Brittany sighing in the background. And I think she might have forgotten that I'm doing a stream right now. I'm just giving her crap. Hold on one quick second. Yes, Brittany, can I help you?
Friend is running another version of the game than you.
Okay, you got to run the experimental version.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so Brittany's going to download the experimental version so she can run the right version. So PJ in the chat is asking me, what is that alien thing? That alien is just, well, that's that. It's an alien. There are aliens in this game. Some are hostile, some are friendly. And yeah. Kind of taking a look around to figure out exactly where I'm going to establish my base. Typically I do it a little bit further back, but possibly thinking about going up here a little bit, which is another area that I very commonly set up my base, because you can see there's a huge open area back here. And there's also, see that creature way there in the distance? Those are hostile. Oh, and you know what we should probably do? Oops. We should probably get out our... Oh my god, did I forget the hotkeys for this game? I did. I totally did. Oh wait, there we go. Probably get our weapon out in the event that that little bastard decides to attack me. And you can see this little alien thing is basically a giant whale with a bird head. And we're going to run over to him and say hi and zap him where you probably shouldn't zap people. Alright. Coming down a little bit further, I know it looks like we're going kind of far. We should probably get to our factory. But you can see off in the distance there, for those who have played Satisfactory, you might know this, that is a lime deposit there. We'll be using that to create concrete, foundations, and it's used for a lot of recipe. And there is an iron deposit. There's actually several of them up here. And that's why I really like this area. I know it's a starting area. Oh yeah, this guy's going to charge me. Now what these guys do is they kind of come charging at you. What you got to do is just let them kind of run by you and then just zap them. I'm not doing a very good job. Oh wait, there we go. I should probably turn the volume up a little bit so I can hear it. There we go. There we go. And you can see there's an iron deposit up here. And so yeah, let's go ahead. Let's actually hit a little bit of this iron. Oops, let me turn the volume in the background down. There we go. Yes, PJ, that's exactly where I zapped him because, you know, reasons. So I don't know if Brittany was able to actually get in the game or not. She just asked in chat, what mod are we running? We're not running any mod. So I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, so what I'm going to do is drop this little miner over here. And that portable miner is going to go ahead and, whoops, hi! Okay, he just ran and charged at me. He's not very nice. That's what I get for not having my weapon out. A little bit later on, we'll be able to have multiple slots so we can switch between weapons. As of right now, we don't have it. Where the hell did he go? He just, like, disappeared, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to grab these nuts over here and these berries. These are used for healing yourself. And I don't know where that little bastard went. Now watch, as soon as I put this back in my hands, he's going to come running out. I can tell. That's exactly what's going to happen. Alright, we're going to drop that there. Head back over this way. We're going to put that back in our weapons slot, just in the event that it decides to attack us again. We have to establish our home base, which we're going to do now. It looks like he ran over to the lime, which is where we're going to set up some things next. But let's go ahead and we're going to create our hub. The hub is like the main like little thing that you have for your factory. We're going to set this up temporarily over here until we get our foundations. Once we have our foundations, oh, actually I don't like the way that this is set up. Yeah, that's fine for right now. Once we have foundations, actually no, this is going to be a pain in the neck to get that thing down. Because in order to get on top of that thing, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Sorry, I'm kind of remembering hotkeys here. I've been playing way too much Dice and Sphere program and Factorio, so I'm kind of out of practice with this game. All right, so let's see here. Take a look at our research. And foundations is one of the first things that I want to research because it's a pain in the ass to, align everything without that. But it looks like we need a lot of. Oops, something attacked me. Okay, I guess not. I don't know what that was, but yeah. Brittany, did you have any luck getting in?
No,
What's wrong?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. How to get into this different version? It's just
Okay.
okay. Another time.
I apologies.
That's okay.
1 second. I'm going to. No, it's okay. Apologies, all. Just 1 second. I'm going to AFK for a quick second so I can help. Ooh, what is that thing? That's new. Ooh, what was that? Ooh, that was like a little lightning bug. That's new. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna come over here and I'll be right back in just 1 second. I'm going to I'll have you take a look at just what's going on over here, and I will go help her connect. I'll be right back.
They don't exactly help.
All right, there we go. Sorry about that. She was having a little bit of trouble. She didn't know how to download the update through Steam. So if anybody else is having that issue with Steam and you're not sure how to get the new update, what you have to do is go into Steam, right-click on Satisfactory, go to Properties. Oh, there's that little lightning bug again. It just disappeared. Damn, I wanted to say hi to it with my zapper. And then you go to Properties, go to Betas, and then select Experimental, and then it will start downloading the experimental version. Okay, so back to our little research thing. So what we need is we need 200 concrete, we need 100 iron plates, and we need 100 iron rods. Now, in order to do some of this, we're going to need to... Oh, crap. I don't remember a lot of these hotkeys. I keep hitting the wrong ones all the time. So we're already on the back of this... Okay, we can create miners. Good. On the back of our hub, which is over this way, you will see that we have these two bioburners, and all those leaves that we have been collecting, we're going to drop in there, and that's going to generate some power for us. And we're going to need a lot of concrete, so that'll be pretty much my first thing that I'll be dropping down. And I'm going to kind of bring this over here like that, drop our power pole. I'm going to connect a wire over to that, which is our burner, connect the other burner to it. Now, because we are limited to two connections per power pole at this particular stage, we have to be careful about not going too overboard with the way that we connect these. So we'll probably end up having a little bit of like sloppy. We'll have several different power poles within a short range, just to kind of make up for that. And then later on we get better ones. It's not as big of a deal. Kill this little bastard. Ah! Did damage to me. There we go. I knew that guy was going to be a little bit of an issue, but that's alright. Alright, so we're coming over here. We're going to do the same thing, which is doing a little bit of manually mining up some limestone. And we're going to drop a miner there. And you know what? I forgot to actually construct the miner. I forgot that this game, you cannot... I keep hitting the wrong damn hotkeys. This game, I gotta really change the hotkeys to be similar to some of the other games I'm playing. Um, let's see here. Yeah, this game you cannot craft things on the fly unless you have like a workbench or the equipment workshop. So I'm gonna drop this right here, and then go into the equipment workshop. From here, you can generate or create more portable miners, which I guess we'll create one more. And then from there, we're gonna go over here and oh wait, no, you don't actually build the building itself. You can, yeah, never mind. I did that wrong. Oh wait, did I? Yes, I did. Okay. I have the crap on me. You can actually build this. I got it mixed up, sorry. You know, I really should have played this yesterday or earlier today, but I was too busy working, so I really couldn't. But I had no idea this update was dropping today, or else I would have played this a little bit to kind of get myself back up to speed on it. So, sorry, I'm a little rusty. You know, whatever. All right, so you can see that we now have, that connected. There's no power to it, so that's going to be the next thing we're going to do. I forgot to put the leaves in there. The leaves are not very fuel efficient. They burn really, really fast, and you can see that they burn really quick, and they're just not the most efficient thing on Earth. What is going on behind me? I don't know.
Get a mouse.
Oh, got it. Well, what about that mouse I gave you the other day? Oh, okay. Sorry, it's hard to concentrate with a lot of like noise going on behind me. All right, so what we can do is we can also generate some biomass. The biomass is. Hold on a second. Jesus Christ, what is going on out there? Okay, sorry. It's really hard to focus when there's a lot of noise going on behind me. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick second. I'm gonna breathe, relax a little bit, relax. Less stress, less stress. Okay, there we go. Now we can get back into it. All right. So the leaves are not very efficient. They burn really, really fast, and you can see that it's just burning through those really quickly. Even though we're not actually consuming any power, they're just burning really, really quickly. And that's obviously not exactly what we want. So with the biomass, which you take the fuel, or excuse me, you take the leaves, you convert it into biomass, and it burns a little bit slower. And then eventually you'll get solid biomass. And then watch that little bar, you can see it's starting to go a little bit slower. Now, of course, that was a result of me taking several leaves, putting it together, and actually it was using some power. It was operating the drill. Let's see, do we have any conveyor belts? We do. Excellent. Yes, it does take a couple and combines it together and then uses that. But, I mean, that's obviously what makes sense. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop this conveyor belt. And we're going to bring that over to... Drop it over to about here. I'm not quite sure exactly where I want to put a lot of these things just yet. I'm still kind of figuring that out. Oops, I keep hitting the wrong damn button. There we go. And we're going to want to take this and put it into a, let's see, where is it? Production constructor. The constructor will take that raw material, and actually I'm going to bring that over here a little bit. We only have a belt of one. We can't do any, we don't have logistics yet, so we can't split it into... I'm sorry. Hold on one more quick second. I will be right back. I need to go. I will be right back. 1 second. Sorry for the interruptions. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Okay. Um, yeah, so we only have one conveyor belt, right? Or we don't have any logistics, we don't have any way of splitting up these resources. So we have to kind of file it into one constructor. We're going to go into this constructor, we're going to tell it we want to produce concrete. And obviously it's doing nothing. And you might be asking yourself, well, wait a minute. Why is this doing nothing? Well, this is a brand new UI. They've definitely changed this. The reason it's doing nothing is because we have no power to it. Now, like I was saying before, I could just connect this into there and then that would be done. However, it's going to cause a problem later when I try to add additional things to it. So I'm going to set up this kind of temporary. There's going to be a lot of temporary poles, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a giant mess at first. And we're just going to let that go ahead, start producing some of it. And meanwhile, I will build a... Oh, wait, I don't have... Oh, wait, I do have a storage container. Okay, cool. I forgot exactly what they give you at the early levels, because I know that if you skip tier 1, like, there's a bunch of stuff you get. But now I'm going to feed this conveyor belt into this storage. And... So, just for the record, Brittany's going to be joining us tomorrow night. She was having a little bit of issues with her computer. I was trying to help her get set up, but a little bit stressful when you're trying to do a stream, and you know, I wasn't able to help her in the way that she needed. So after the stream, I'm going to try to help her out and get her in on a game and whatnot. But she's actually going to watch the stream so she can learn the game and stuff, you know. But tomorrow I'm going to get her on, which is super exciting. I'm super happy about that. I do have a couple of friends who want to join me as well, possibly Wednesday or on Saturday. I'm not sure yet. Alright, so this is now producing concrete, which is great because we need concrete for our research. We're going to need 200 of it, so we're going to let that run for a little while. While it's running, we're going to come up here. We're going to grab, we're going to attach, yeah, see, this is the problem. Like I was saying before, you end up having this really kind of messy setup. I'm going to run one more right here, which is just going to be for anything additional I need to connect. I'm going to kind of run this up to... It's kind of hard to see the 3D on here. Or hard to see where that power line is. There we go. And this is going to be another... I'm purposely leaving, you know, I could have went up a little bit longer on it, but I'm purposely leaving some extra connection points over there. It just costs resources. It doesn't cost like any power to have additional ones of these. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up this miner that we had created. And pick up the miner. We pick up 100 ore that we had created. And I'm actually going to go ahead and... Oops. Pick this one up as well. I'm going to drop... Actually, no, I don't really need to drop those, but it is good to have those. I'm going to set up another miner. This one kind of coming around to like that. And I'm going to create 2 smelters this time. Even though we're not going to create 2 miners, though. We're just going to create 2 smelters. One... for, I'm just going to drop some of the crap that I had just picked up into it, because I kind of forgot that you don't really need to drop those miners in the really early, unless you're using tier, or, you know, going through the tier 1, or sorry, tier 0 process. And I am going to create one more pole here, because it will allow us to have a little bit more expansion. Oops, there's that bastard. I knew it was around here somewhere. Aha, gotcha. I knew that thing was going to come out and attack me. That's why I kept looking around. I was like, I know it's here. Alright, so we're going to eat some of these berries because, actually, let's eat some of the nuts first. Going to eat some of these nuts because they're going to restore some health. They take a little while. You got to eat a lot of nuts to get up to full health. Yes, I know, that's what she said. Anyway. Alright, so we're going to connect this one in. We're going to select iron ingots. So this is going to go ahead and produce iron ingots for us. We can just drop these in place because we already have that. And this one has no power, so we need to connect that as well. And you see, this is why I created that extra power pole, because you know, when you can only connect two, it's kind of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. By the way, isn't this game just beautiful? I mean, let's just take a quick second just to look. I know I'm a little bit like energetic tonight, moving really fast, but like take a quick look at how beautiful this game is. I love the fact, I mean, the moon or the sun moves a little bit like jerky, but the reality is it has to do that because of the way that shadows are calculated. But if you look at the moon, look at how smooth the moon looks. It just looks really cool. And you know, you just have like, you know, all the stars and stuff. I mean, the game is just beautiful. I do understand why the sun moves like that. I don't know if there's a technical way that they can actually fix that. Like maybe it's a hidden object that moves in a jerky motion to keep the shadows updated, you know, in a different way. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? All right, so let's go ahead and let's drop the rest of that crap in here. We'll let it just go ahead and start producing those. Oh, looks like we blew a fuse. So on second thought, maybe we won't use a second smelter because that's just going to make life difficult. But we can kind of flip the switch back on. We're right at the, you know, we're almost at our limits for power. So we will have to connect that second one at some point super soon. But before we do that, let's see here. We will need to set up a constructor. The constructor is going to take those ingots and turn them into iron plates. So there we go, iron plates. And let's see, we will need some more power. And I guarantee you as soon as we connect, okay, I'm not going to guarantee it. But I'm pretty sure once we connect that, our power is going to drop. There it goes. I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen, but I didn't want to bet money on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to our other bio burner. We're going to take some of that biomass that we have here, drop it in place, hit the switch, and light is green, trap is clean. There we go. Anybody who doesn't get that reference, Ghostbusters, if you don't know what Ghostbuster is, well, I don't know what to tell you. You have not had a good childhood. Alright, so we're going to create a little more biomass here. We're going to need it. Eventually we'll set up some automation for this, but I don't want to do that just yet because it's a little bit of a waste of power at this particular phase. There we go. Now come around to this side. Drop that biomass we just got in place. Check the other one and see if we need to top it off, which we might. Yeah, we need to top it off a little bit. That's good. Okay, cool. We will need some more wood and stuff if we want to, you know, if you get wood, you can, you know, convert the wood to biomass a little bit faster than you can leaves. When you get the chainsaw, it's a lot easier. So at this stage, you know, getting wood's kind of rare. You can see, I mean, we got 4 from doing that. A bunch of petals, which will be used for, you know, if you want to do painting colors and stuff, which we'll definitely get into. Guarantee on that one. Alright, so you can see that we're creating some iron plates. That's awesome. But I don't want to keep running up here every single time I go to grab something out of there. So I'm going to create another somewhere around here. Organization, storage bin. We're going to create that and put that... I guess we'll kind of drop it here, even though it's going to be messy AF. But that's okay, because as long as the you know, conveyor belt can kind of go through there. And then I'll leave a place for that to drop. We will also need some of these iron ingots to create... Wait, do we use... I think to create iron bars you need... Yes, you need iron ingots to create iron bars. So, let's see. How do we want to do that? Actually, you know what? I think we will have to... I didn't want to do this at first, but it looks like we need to get this other one up and going as well. Now, if you're wondering how I do the copy-paste, you hit F. That gives you like the disassemble highlighter. Hit the middle mouse button, and then that will allow you to copy the object that you have there, and then you can kind of place it. Obviously, it's not creating a copy of it, it's just saying create a copy, or just, you know, it puts it in your active, you know, whatever. You know, your active whatever, you know, whatever that thing is. And hey, check it out, more power poles. I'll tell you, these early games, you end up with so many of these damn power poles that are just like, Alright. Iron ingots. We're going to drop some of this iron ore that we have on us already. Let that kind of go through. And drop a little bit more of this here just to kind of get used up. There we can go. You see it's starting to drill some. A little slow right now. It'll get faster once we get the Mark II drills. It'll go a little faster when we get faster, get some faster conveyor belts and, you know, everything else. I don't know if they've added, you know, level 2 smelters yet. They might have. I haven't. To be honest with you, I didn't read the patch notes. I just heard a little bit that it was released. I heard something about drones and stuff. I was super excited, and I was like, all right, I'm doing the stream tonight. Like, that was basically what happened. All right. So this is creating our ingots, and we need to create another constructor. But because of the fact that, you know, we don't really have a lot of room right now, we're going to drop this constructor downstairs and do that same kind of messy thing where we run that down like that. There we go. And this is going to create our iron rods. Once we have a bunch of iron rods created, we will drop them in for our research. Let's take a look at how our concrete is doing and see we're making progress. It's pretty slow, but we're making progress. And I'm going to run over here and see if we have any excess ore in here. Yeah, we do. Good. I'm going to grab this excess ore out, and that's because this conveyor belt is not... Or sorry, this constructor is not able to process the items as fast. And that's why we need logistics in order to get the splitters and such. We don't have that yet. We'll get that really, really soon. Alright, we're heading back over to our hub, and you can see that we require 200 concrete, 100 iron plate, and 100 iron rods. All three of those are being auto-magically produced right now. I don't want to drop all this concrete in place just yet because I want to be able to have some of it on hand. Actually, no, let's go over here and let's create this concrete like this. And I'm holding down the space bar to just go ahead and create a bunch of concrete. I wish they had a just, you know, auto just create or whatever, but they don't. Typically what I do is I'll just put my iPhone on my space bar if I need to, like, you know, go get a drink or whatever. You know, I just kind of drop it in place, just let it, you know, go ahead, build a bunch of things, and I go off and do whatever I need to do, come back, and it's probably still going. I guess since we're here, let's go ahead and create a little more biomass. At least the biomass is pretty fast to create. It's just good to be able to top those off at any point. Luckily, this craft bench does not require any power. So there are some tricks where you can, like, if you're going out and about and you're doing some exploring and stuff, you can just, you know, create one on the fly. Let's see how much more concrete we have in here. Let's grab some more of that concrete. And I think that that should be enough for the research of that concrete. Perfect, it is. I just wanted to make sure we had a little bit because some of the buildings that we're constructing requires it. Let's see what we have in terms of... Oh, wait, I didn't turn this one on yet. Did I? Oh, wait, you know what? I forgot to give it power. That's why. And what I'll do is I'll create another... Yeah, this is a giant mess. I'm not going to lie. Like, this is a absolute... What the hell are you doing, Jolene? It'll get better, trust me. Like, once we get foundations, we'll be able to put the foundations in place. We're going to start building a lot of those. And that's why we'll be spending a lot of time... you know, we're going to be really beefing up our concrete production. I think that's a really important early thing. Because you can start just dropping foundations. It's easier to align things. Then once you get your logistics, you can start doing a little bit better of a proper setup. I had to grab some of that copper there because we need copper plates in order to... Or sorry, we need iron ingots in order to produce that wire. So let's see. Double checking. I just want to make sure they didn't changing the recipes. Oh, well, they did change a lot of the recipes in the game, but I'm not sure if they changed some of these, you know, kind of more basic recipes or not. Oh my god, I love this new... this thing is so much nicer than my old one. Oh my god, I can just like move it with just like one finger, two finger. The previous one was a giant pain in the ass. I would have to, like, you know, do all sorts of weird crap in order to get it to go. All right, I don't need to create those by hand. All right, so let's get this connected over here. And yes, I'm putting another... Oh, wait, I forgot to create the wire. Damn it. I spent all that time. Oh, and I love the fact that I can actually finally twist this. My old one, I couldn't do that. This new one was really worth the money, let me tell you. I'm not sure about the microphone yet. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, it's the best one, all that. But, you know, I listened to it, and I'm going to be honest with you. I can't tell the difference between this microphone and the old one. I just like the style of it. It's a lot nicer. And I was reading that apparently this is the exact same model microphone that Michael Jackson recorded some of his songs on. So, like, that's kind of cool, like, I guess. I mean, that's one of the things that made this microphone famous. But, you know what, to be honest with you, I probably have the settings completely wrong. So that's probably why it sounds like crap. I don't know. I didn't really do much of testing. Oh, you know, that's one thing. I did have my pan off a little bit, so it was kind of showing... sorry about that. Okay. I did fix that. I do have to play around with the audio a little bit on this to see if I can improve it. Yes, PJ, you just noticed on YouTube that you have a wrench? Of course, yeah, I made you a mod. And PJ, do me a favor. Click that like button. In fact, everybody that's in the chat right now, please do me a favor. Give me a like, subscribe, and, you know, hit that bell for notifications so you can find out when I'm going live and such. Trying to get that 100 subscribers. I'm getting close, but I need a little bit more, you know, and it would be a really big help if you'd click subscribe on YouTube and follow me on Twitch. But yeah, you know, give me a comment. Let me know what you think about the show. All right, so the iron rods are going a little bit slow. We're going to have to probably produce some of those by hand because I don't feel like waiting 2 hours for that to finish. If we had more than one constructor going, it wouldn't be so bad, but the problem is that, you know, right now this is kind of manual. There we go. Let's drop that in place, and we'll just go through and we'll just... Oh, wait, we need more iron ingots. Yeah, so I might have to run over there and grab a bunch of iron ingots to produce this. But because we're doing the show, you know, I want to make this... Oops, sorry. Hit that accidentally. But yeah, I want this to go a little bit faster, so I'll create this by hand. I'll be honest with you, like, during my my play sessions, I try not to create things by hand when it comes to research. Unless it's like, I'm tired, I want to go to bed, I need to finish this up, that kind of a thing. Other than that, you know, I make sure that I have enough automation to just grab things out of a bin, drop it in there, and do the research. And if you do it that way, you will always be able to advance to the next level of your factory without much effort. Too many times, if you race to get through to, you know, just racing to get to that next point, and you're creating a lot of crap by hand, you're going to reach a point where you realize, oh my god, it's going to take me 2 hours to just create all this crap. So that's why, you know, you got to create this, you got to create all the dependencies, and, like, it takes a long time. So it's better to make sure that your factory can support doing that. Okay, so just creating some of these iron rods by hand, and just keeping an eye on the chat, see if anybody's saying anything. Not really too much, just a few folks hanging out tonight. Hope everybody's having a great night. You know, it's a Tuesday. We're not quite to hump day yet, but we will be there soon. I mean, for PJ, every day is hump day, but, you know. And I don't mean that in a giggity way. I mean that is just, you know, every day's party day for PJ. Alright, so we got our foundations. Let's go ahead and launch that rocket. I love watching these things take off and fly away. Bye! We're just going to skip the thing talking to us because I don't feel like hearing it. And there it goes. Bye! And that will return in 1 minute 43 seconds. But I'll be honest with you, we won't have our next research ready by that point. However, we can select what our next, you know, research is going to be, which obviously is going to be logistics, because we hella need logistics. So we can select that milestone, but we can't put in the items in there, or we can't click that button until it's ready. But that does give us like a head or a little bit of a starting point. Now we can start to produce our foundations, and this will allow us to finally start creating our. I'm just getting rid of those new icons because I hate seeing that. This will allow us to start making our factory a little more organized. You might be looking at this saying, Jolene, why on earth are you using these weird keys like that? And the reality is, I don't know. I've just been doing it this way for a long time. I've been doing it way before they added the different scroll bars and such, which I'm so glad they finally added that. But yeah. All right, so let's create our first foundation. And what I tend to like to do is I like to point at a direction. Let's say we're going to go north this time. Try to get it as close to that center as we can. And then I'm going to rotate this so it's as close to being exactly north as I can make it. It's never going to be perfect, but I just like to make it as good as I can. And then from there, we can start dropping a bunch of these. We're going to need some ramps kind of going up, because we'll need to be able to get up on this foundation. But now that we have these foundations, it'll be easier to kind of make things, put things in a little more organized fashion. And as we get our, once we get our logistics, we'll be able to, set up multiple of these constructors. We'll be able to start spitting out foundations a lot faster. Obviously, there's a lot of things in the way right now, so we can't put all the foundations I want in place. But we'll put as many as we can. And I guess what we can do, we don't really have a lot of concrete right now, so I guess I'm going to drop a... Yeah, I'll just grab it out of this machine again. I'll just build some by hand. Oh, wait, that's the wrong button. Actually, you know what? No, we will drop a portable miner for right now. Oh my god, I keep hitting the wrong damn buttons today. Oh, Jesus. Okay, there we go. Let's drop a portable miner here. Let that go ahead and do its thing. And this way, when we come back, we can grab, 200 of that lime at a time. This is producing really damn slow, as you can tell. But that's okay. We'll let that just kind of do its thing. Go back, create a bunch of more concrete so we can use those foundations. And, while we're doing this, we're also letting our automation create those iron plates and those iron rods. And we'll also need to set up some mining for copper. Copper on this particular map is a little bit further away than some of the other things. So we'll have to, we'll have to do a little run to kind of get that, but that's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's not that far away, but it's still far enough away that we have to, take a little walk for that. But that's okay, because while we're doing that, we can, get all of our other things set up. Now, to make sure that I have all the items on me that I'm going to need, I'm going to use the to-do list in this game. This is an awesome feature. I love this because, there's a bunch of different dependencies that you need in order to construct items. So this game's a little bit different than like a Dyson Sphere program where you have to create the buildings and then bring those buildings with you. This game, you can create the buildings on the fly, but all the dependencies you can't create on the fly. So they create this cool little to-do list so you can say, okay, I want one miner, I want one smelter, and, oh god, this just sounds like, what is that song? The, one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, we can use this to-do list so we can add a bunch of items to it, and it will tell me whether I have all of the items that I actually need in order to construct all that. And you can see that I do. So that's great. And then we can add a couple more things here, and we can make sure that I have exactly what I need. And the great thing is that it appears that I do. But I'm going to add a couple more things on here just to really double, triply, quadruple check. And I'm also going to want a craft bench. And you can see that cable's a little bit light. But cable's made from copper. And, yeah. So we're going to go over to the mine, and we're going to just, grab some of the copper out of it. So we want to now go ahead and scan to find that copper, and you can see that we can scan currently for iron ore, limestone, and copper, and we're holding down the V key. And I'm going to select copper ore. It's going to send out this little pulse. And you can see that it's now telling me that the actual location of all the copper around me. That one's 667 meters away. That's 120 and 667. And, some of these are super far away, except for that 120, which is right up around this hill. Oh, let me get my weapon in my hand. So I see Silly Gnome in chat. He's not saying anything, but I think that is the infamous Gnomer. If it is, hi Gnomer. I haven't talked to you in a very long time. Thank you so much for subscribing. Greatly appreciate it. Amy Athena had told me that she told you about the channel, so I'm very glad to see that you have joined to come hang out as well. Thank you so much for that. I hope you're doing well. Alright, so I'm looking for the copper now, and I know it's right over here. 45 meters away, and there we go. Hi, copper. Oh, and there's that little hi. We don't want to chat with you. Oops, I jumped a little bit too much on him. Come on, come on, come on. And... okay, is he stuck on a ridge or what? Okay, I guess it was stuck. That's okay, because you know what? His loss, my gain. Where did the corpse go? Oh my god, the corpse just exploded. And it's back. What? Okay. I'm glad I got that on stream because I have literally no idea how that happened. I'm pretty sure that it did died and then it's back again. Alright, I don't know, whatever. Just grabbing some more fuel while we're here. And let's head back over to this mine. We're going to manually hit it, grab some of that copper ore, and then we'll drop a mine. And then we can, I forgot to run power over here. But that's okay, we can, do that on the way back. Because what I'm going to do is set up this miner here. And then I'm going to set up the conveyor belt to kind of run up here, which is a little bit messy, but that's okay. Oops, didn't want to do it like that. Let's do it up here. And once you go to place it, now conveyor belts you have to place a little bit different because you have to select a location, and then you can use your mouse wheel to you use the up and down to decide what your elevation is going to be. Yes, I know this is kind of going through the mountain. I could just leave it that way, but I think it looks a little bit weird. So actually, no, we can just kind of go like this. And just like I was saying, we can click, drop that, and then we can use the up arrow key, or excuse me, the up and down, like looking up and down, and that will move the conveyor belt. And I want to move it up a little bit so it doesn't look as stupid kind of going through the ground. You could totally get away with it. I watched this gaming stream, or gaming channel, I guess. Let's Game It Out, which honestly, if you haven't watched that show, he is hilarious. I highly, highly recommend him. His stream was the reason that I found this game to begin with. But, yeah, he did lots of running everything through the ground because he can. Because he basically plays all the games the way they're not supposed to be played. I'm so looking forward to him playing Update 4. I hope that Coffee Stain Studios gave him early access to it so he can make just an absolute monstrosity. One thing I forgot to do was actually connect some power on the run back. I was so focused on the conveyor belt that I forgot to run that. Oh yeah, so I heard my my laundry or my dryer go off, and I am so excited that I finally bought a new washer and dryer, and it's being delivered on Saturday. I'm so excited. I know that sounds like the stupidest thing on earth, but I'm super excited about it because this one, I no longer have to listen to that stupid buzz when it goes off. It'll now just do a push notification to my phone. So that is super exciting. I'm happy about that. And also, it's double the size of my old one. I didn't realize my old washer was like 2.5 cubic feet, I guess? Cubic feet, yeah. Thank you, Brittany, for clarifying that. So yeah, it was tiny. And it was kind of rough to work with. But this new one is double, so that's kind of awesome. Well, it's 4.5, so not quite double, but it's It's more that's the important thing. Oh, it looks like I ran out of copper. I kind of expected that to happen. Oh wait, you know what we can do? We can, just like I was talking about before, we can just create this temporary craft bench. Doesn't matter which way you place it. I don't know why I was spending so much time doing that. Create some copper ingots, which weirdly in this game you can use this bench to create ingots. I don't know how you do that. I guess it's that little like heating element that I see there, but I think that's more of a, it's more of an oven, and I'm not quite sure how this particular system is powered. So there's that. Doesn't exactly make sense, but hey, whatever. Since when do these factory games actually make sense in the recipes that they use, you know? Dyson Sphere program, that like they were talking about the absolutely ludicrous amount of parts you would need in order to construct an actual Dyson Sphere. It was in the quadrillions. And they decided that that wouldn't exactly be fun, so they had to kind of change it a little bit. Alright, so that should now have power. I guess we'll deconstruct this workbench because we can use the materials. I'm going to go over here and just double check to make sure that... oh yeah, gas is another thing in this game that they finally added. Like, this is the poison gas, but there are other gases apparently that they have added. It's only one gas for right now. Copper's working, by the way, so that's awesome. We can use this conveyor belt to get back a tiny bit faster. It's a cool trick I'm going to use with conveyor belts later on once we get some really cool foundations in place, where you can put, there's a certain way that you can use foundations inside the floor of your building, and you can create these little like walkway paths so you can get around your, you know, really big factories a lot faster. Now, of course, you can use the jetpacks, you can use the little factory car and that kind of stuff, but you know, sometimes it's a little bit inconvenient. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm running this down to right about, I guess we'll drop it there. And then I'll bring all of our copper ore down here, and then we're going to set up a smelting system over here. And again, this will be another temporary one, but this is just enough to kind of get us to that next phase. So let's go ahead and drop this right about here. And select our copper ingots. That's going to take a little while to get here. And we're going to probably run into some issues with fuel or power very soon. So I'm just going to preemptively create another bio... I know it's a biomass burner, but I'll be honest with you, I kind of tend to call it a bioass burner a lot. I don't know why. I blame my friend Sarah. She's the one who kind of got me doing that. Which, shout out to Sarah. I haven't talked to her in a while, and I hope that she's doing well. I've been trying to get her to watch the stream, but she's been pretty busy with life, so she hasn't been able to. Alright, so you can see that since we had a lot of these iron plates, I went ahead and dropped that in place now. We might actually have enough of these iron rods now. I know we didn't connect that to a storage unit just yet, so this might actually be filled. It is. So that's great, because we need 150 of those, so we're going to let that keep going, and it'll eventually fill up and stop. It's totally okay. It's expected. And let's go ahead and drop those in place. And now we just need our wire, which is going to be the next thing we'll be working on. So let's connect another... Oh, wait, that one's full. It's messy as crap, but I guess we're doing it anyway. Connect another power pole here. Connect one more power pole here, which will actually be used to connect to our various different things. But then we still have one more that we can kind of put out to other locations, and I knew that that was going to happen, and that's exactly why I came over here to build this bio burner. But I got distracted for some reason. I swear my ADD is so bad these days. ADD, ADHD, or ADHD, whatever. It's my AD blah. How about that? My AD blah. Alright, so let's connect that in. We'll give this a little bit of fuel. And we can turn that back on. There we go, a lot more capacity. Let's take some of these leaves that we have recently acquired and create some more bioass for there. As I keep saying bioass, I keep thinking like I know this is gonna sound like a really weird one, but I really miss hanging out and chatting with Sarah. Like me and her we used to play a lot of Satisfactory, and I mean a lot. We would spend hours upon hours playing this game, and just being absolute dorks in the game. And just by saying that and playing this game, I'm just remembering a lot of the fun we had, and I really miss hanging out with her. I have to message her and be like, "Hey, come play with me. Get on the stream and join us for some fun." But yeah, I'm going to have some friends joining soon. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how. See, there's those bugs again. Can you zap them? You can't zap them. Okay, I don't know what they are, but they've got to be something new. Or they just might be just some new, just kind of insects that just exist for the purposes of existing. Anyway. But yeah, I'm going to have some friends join in on this factory. Brittany is going to be joining in tomorrow. I'm super excited about that. And, so yes, I won't be playing Factorio tomorrow night. I will be playing this. And I'm just being 100% honest. I think that we're going to be probably going to... Actually, I don't know yet. I gotta do some thinking about it. 3 games. I'm only doing two nights a week at this point. I mean, okay, this week's special because I'm doing 3. But for all intents and purposes, I'm only doing 1 or 2 streams a week. So I don't know what I'm doing yet. I gotta think about that a little bit. If you have any thoughts on that, please let me know. Which games are you enjoying that I'm playing? Which games are you not enjoying? I'll be honest with you, I've been keeping an eye on the analytics, and the analytics are just, it's really hard to tell whether, Dyson Sphere program is more popular than Factorio or vice versa. I don't know. I've also toyed around with the idea of possibly just putting together like a, oops, hold on, I gotta plug in my iPad here. I swear my iPad Pro, the battery goes dead so damn fast some days. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I use the damn thing all day long. I use it a lot. So Brittany is, are you actually in my game right now, Brittany?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you watching the stream?
Yeah, but I'm trying to play and learn a little bit how to play.
Okay. So, if you hit, tab, you will see in your hand, you will see a zapper.
Nope.
Oh, create a new game. You messed up. Can't find your, oh, excuse me. Probably the easiest thing to do is create a new game. If you can't find your corpse and your body with all your stuff on it, just create a new game.
Oh, okay.
And then when you create the new game, in your inventory will be the Xeno Zapper.
Yeah, I equipped it, and then something started attacking me. I didn't know how to use it.
Oh, you just press the fire button, like your mouse button.
Okay.
It's a melee weapon. You got to get up close to it. If you would like, I can show you how to kill something.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay. If you need help, please let me know.
Yep.
Okay. So Brittany's trying to learn the game right now. She's, Factorio in the past, I just kind of like dropped her in. I was like, here, let's do stuff. And, so she wants a little bit of time to kind of learn the game without being, airdropped into, hey, let's do stuff. Oh, crap. I walked over here to create cables. I keep getting distracted by myself. Anyway, but yeah, she was having a little bit of trouble. I mean, there is an issue, and honestly, I ran into the same problem the first time I played. Which was, you kind of get dropped in there, you're not quite sure what's going on, you have these animals attacking you, you lose your corpse, and you're like, crap, what now? I really think that it should kind of drop you into something a little bit different of an area.
Or tell you where your corpse was?
There is on the mini-map, it'll show you where your corpse is, but...
How do you get to the mini-map?
Not mini-map, on the little compass on the top of the screen.
I just see crate.
Crate, that's your corpse.
How do you select the crate? I keep finding them, can't do anything with them.
Click E.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that should open up,
Okay. I'd rather just keep with the game that I have. I don't mind messing with scripts.
Okay, go for it. So yeah, she's having a little bit of trouble. I mean, that's one of the... I do actually, understand that problem, and it's the same problem I had. And it's honestly an issue that I've had a few times, and I've been kind of vocal about that. I think a lot of times games, they just kind of drop you in place, and, it's fun to kind of learn and explore and figure all these things out with a game, but if they put you in such a stupid place that you're gonna die instantly, and then you're gonna lose your corpse, and then you don't know. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my. There we go. A little bit easier to actually see my screen. Oh wait, I could have just done this. Duh. Just adjusting my setup a tiny little bit. Sorry about that. I'm just having trouble seeing the right side, which is the. I gotta move my monitors a tiny bit. Try not to put it in front of the camera. Oh, looks like my green screen's messed up. Which side is that? Oh, it's this side. Sorry, I'm kind of a perfectionist here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, when you hover over it, it doesn't show E to enter.
There we go. All right. Yeah, I was just having trouble seeing the current milestone. All right, so we need a lot more wire, and that is currently being produced. It'll take a while to produce all that wire. Oh wait, we need to create a container now. Let's go ahead and create this container right about here. And then we'll connect this conveyor belt in there. There we go. And now we're automatically creating some wire. It'll take a little while to create the 200 that's required. I mean, it did, or 300 that's required. We did create, 30 or 40 pretty quickly. Or however much I just picked up, I don't remember. So while that's going, let's go ahead and create some more biomass. And, because we need to feed those biomass burners. And, this is just early game. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Once we get the chainsaw, it does make it a little bit easier because you can get biomass pretty quickly. And then you can create some solid biomass, which lasts a lot longer. It'll be a little bit less of an issue. And then eventually we'll get coal. And once we have coal, then, it doesn't require constantly going back and feeding it. I mean, as your factory grows, you definitely get growing pains with coal. So there's that. Yeah. Do you think it'd be easier if you joined my game?
I just keep dying.
Well, come here and I'll show you how to kill something.
No, it's okay.
Okay. It's hard, like, hearing somebody so frustrated and, wanting to go help, but, like, I'm in the middle of a stream and,
I'm just playing the game. It's okay.
I really want to help her. I don't like hearing people struggle.
I just suck. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm
I
kind
know.
of
I mean, what?
Oh, crap.
Anyway. Alright, so that's still going. While that's going, let's see what we can do about, logistics. We super need logistics in order to kind of be able to organize some of this crap. Not much of a point in tearing down this stuff in order to put foundations in place right just yet, because I'm gonna have to tear it all down in a few moments anyway, as soon as we get that 300. So I guess we will go ahead and grab out some of this excess ingots, which I knew there was gonna be a ton in here, so that's expected. And I'll just create some of these by hand, because let's face it, we're in a stream. Don't want to spend a lot of time doing some of the really kind of boring crap. There we go. That'll be able to produce enough to finish up what we need. We need 300. That's okay. I think I have enough to do that. While it's going through, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the chat, see if there's any messages. No, not much. Not much going on. But yeah, please like, subscribe, follow me, all that fun stuff. It's much appreciated. But yeah, I've been really looking forward to this update for a long time now. I started playing, I think, in update 2. It was like right after update 2 came out. And update 3... Yeah, update 2 introduced trains, and then update 3 introduced fluids and stuff. And every time they do a big update, I mean, it's like a big deal. They update a lot of stuff at once. But it's also a major overhaul. And logistics, there you go, launched. Let's watch that go ahead and fly all the way up. I did watch a video of somebody who, I I think they took a ride on it. Like, and what happens is this thing just flies all the way up, and it gets to a certain point where it's very challenging to see it. Um, and then it just waits there for whatever period of time, and then eventually comes back and lands. So if you look really closely, I believe that you can still see it, but it ends up being about like 1 pixel in size. I mean, let's face it, it makes sense for them to do that. I mean, I think they could have like hid the entity. Like, yeah, you can still kind of see it's like 1 pixel big, but okay, it's more than a pixel, but yeah, I think they could have like brought it up there and like did like a hide entity in the but I don't know if their engine actually supports that, so whatever. What do I know? All right, so now we have logistics. That's awesome. We can do a lot of really big stuff now. Um, let's talk about what our next steps are. So field research, that's going to be important. Not right now. This will be pretty soon, but not quite yet. It's for the MAM. The MAM is used for you do some additional research for getting solid biomass and a couple of other things. But there are other things that are more important right now. Obstacle cleaning or cleaning, obstacle clearing. This is the big one because of that damn chainsaw. Oh my god, it makes life so much easier. I strongly recommend that as soon as you can, get this damn thing. Now, of course, we have enough for the concrete. That's easy. We'll be able to construct those cables pretty easy. It's the screws. We don't have that yet. But that's okay, because now that we actually have our logistics, we can actually use splitters, we can use mergers, and we can do all that fun stuff, which is great because now we can go through and we can start tearing some things down and rebuilding as needed. Okay, so first let's go ahead and we're going to deconstruct this, and then we're going to build out a little more foundation. Oops, didn't want to put that there. There we go. Now that's obviously in the way. That's kind of expected. And then I'm going to put another one of these here. This is going to be a storage. Now, eventually we will have like a central storage place that will be next to our hub that we bring all of our items together so we can just kind of walk over, grab anything out as we need. We're not there. We got a lot of things we need to do in order to get there. We are going to get there, but as of right now, that is not kind of our focus. So we're not going to do that just yet. Okay, let's see. Take all this. We can deconstruct this. Do the exact same thing that we did there. We're going to build up more foundation. Now, yes, my foundation's a little bit higher than the ground. That's okay because it'll be a little bit easier when we get down the road and we have there's a big area that we need to cover here. And trust me, this area will in fact be covered. Oh, it looks like I totally screwed up placing that. So let's go ahead and take those down. There we go. And let's see, that power pole is going to be a bit of an issue, but we'll take care of that shortly. Actually, I think for the time being, maybe we will actually do a temporary version of our central place. Yeah, we'll do... Okay, it's a little bit in the mountain, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. But yeah, you can see that, now that we have Snap 2, we can start making things a lot cleaner looking than before. See that? We can do nice sharp turns and all that. But yeah, I think this will be our central kind of place for right now. And what I'll do to make sure that's easy to identify what is what, I'm going to place a small conveyor here. Now, it looks like it might be a little bit of a waste of resources. And at this stage of the game, honestly, it kind of is. But at least we can walk over and say, oh yeah, this is for iron ingots. Well, that's definitely wrong because I don't want to store iron ingots like that. So right away I realized, wait, I messed up. And I realized the reason I messed up is because we were actually producing other things here. Alright, yeah, I kind of messed that up. Shouldn't have started with iron, but we did, so whatever. I know this is going to look really weird, but I'm doing it for a reason. The reason I just placed that like that, and this, you're looking at it like, oh my god, what are you, like, on drugs? Because I'm trying to make sure that all of my foundations line up. There is no global snap to. So if you have a really big base or you're building modular base and you want to connect them at some point, you're going to end up with a base that's all over the place unless you do this. Now, these are just temporary. I'm going to take these down because we don't actually need that and that anymore. But that's still in place. Now, it's obviously a levitating brick. Like, oh my god, that doesn't make any sense. We're going to ignore physics for the moment. So let's place that like that. And now, everywhere that we build based on this object here, we can extend it out every way we want. And then it will reconnect to this main area and it will snap in place perfectly. But what we need to do is continue to build these out. Of course, these are hovering in weird ways, but we're just using it as kind of a temporary, like, placeholder. And there we go. And then now we will build everything on top of this, and including this drill. Now you might be asking, well, wait, how is a drill going to be set up to drill right through foundation? Well, believe it or not, you can do it. Now, the game might say that you can't, but I found a trick in the way to do it. And the way you do it is, see, here's the mine right here. Build some foundations. Now, you don't want to build all the foundations completely around it, because if you try to drop it, it's not going to work. It's going to say, like, it's been obstructed. Build it partially. So you can see that there's the center of the mine right there. And when I go to put this in place, you'll notice that it snaps to my foundation. Drop it in place. Even though it puts some, like, you know, things like putting it above the ground, you can now drop foundations underneath it. You know, it looks a little bit silly, but the thing is that this is perfectly aligned. This is now snap aligned, and it allows us to put everything else in place in a really clean, nice way. So I highly, highly recommend that you do it this way. Now we're also going to start getting into walls. With walls comes more floors. And that is definitely something we're going to start doing. So this initial floor right here is just going to be about, you know, mining and smelting. That's it. We're going to create iron ingots on this floor, and that's it. Somebody just posted something in YouTube, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know. Adzim edit. Alright, I have no idea what you're saying. I'm sorry. It doesn't even have a name next. Asbin edit. Vin. I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll put another one of these poles right here. And you can see you got that nice snap too, which is awesome. Get this thing fired up again. Oh, I connected that to that. Now we just got to connect it to there. Bam. Now we're going with that. And let's see here. Did I build... I don't know if I did this the way that I really wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of walls to kind of make sure that this is exactly where I want it to be. So let's see. I just need to make sure that there is it 2 or 3? I forget. I don't remember. So I'm going to go ahead and temporarily put this down here just to see. Yes, it's 3. All right, so you need 3. I always forget exactly how many you need. You need 3 walls in order to have the next floor. But I want to make sure that these floors kind of line up in a way that makes sense. So if I were to, you know, start smelting on this floor and then build another floor up, it's not going to align with this floor here. So this will actually be the point where we can have our next floor kind of going up. Even though these drills are in place, they're going to be a little bit of a problem, but we're going to leave them as is for right now. I need to think a little bit about exactly how I want to connect these 2 parts of the base. So I think what I'm going to do is make... I got an idea. I know what we're doing. Alright, so over here, this... I actually wanted to build this on the other side. There we go. Now you might be asking, what the hell are you doing? Well, what I'm doing is I'm creating another floor here that this will actually be our smelting level. And we're going to have that first little, you know, not entirely a level, but whatever it is, that has our drills on it. And it will feed over to that next level over there, which will have smelting. And then from there, we'll just kind of expand out and have, you know, various different things that we need to use with it. So let's go ahead and put that in place. Kind of come over here. And then, let's see here. How do we want to do this? This will kind of feed up to here. Now, we don't have... There is one thing that we're missing. Let's see. Let's put a ramp kind of going up there. So now we can get up to this next floor. Good. And that's another reason why we do that global kind of snap like that. If we didn't do that global snap, I wouldn't have been able to put these two things together and have them just kind of come up like that. So, and it's very clean. There is still a little bit of a bug with, you know, standing on a floor down and trying to bring belts up to the next floor. It just says that everything is obstructed. We will get some things later on that have holes going through the walls, but we don't have that yet, so we're going to do kind of a little bit of a temporary setup. This is still clean, but it's going to be approximately where that hole will be. And we don't really need that hole, but we're just doing it there right now anyway. Expand out our foundation a little tiny bit more. Perfect. Now we're going to set up our first splitter. So I'm going to, you know, kind of move to the second position of our scroll bar. And this one is going to be more about like... some of it's going to be a little bit duplicate because I always end up having my power pole as number 1. I always do the number 2 as the power lines. I know it's something that they do by default, but I just like having that on every single bar. So no matter which kind of configuration I'm in, whether I'm building pipes or whether I'm building foundations or whether I'm building, you know, whatever I'm building, I always have that same context for certain things like power poles, power lines, that kind of stuff. So I'm going to leave that there like that. And then now we're going to have the next one, which is still just like logistics. Or, you know, so far it's very similar. But this is where things are going to start to differ. I'm not going to put number 4 like that. We're not going to use conveyor belts like that. I will leave the number 4 spot open, though, because there's these things we're going to get later on that will allow having multiple conveyors kind of stacked on top of each other. I forget exactly what they're called. But I'm going to leave that spot open for that, for when we get those. And then now I'm going to come over here and select smelters. We'll put that in the number 5 spot. And then we'll put constructors number 6 spot. And, oh wait, no, sorry. We're going to put mergers number 5 and then splitters number 6. And then kind of come over here and then we'll do constructor. Constructor I kind of use more, so we'll do it as 7, and then we'll do smelter as 8. Perfect. Yeah. So now let's go ahead and use a splitter right here. I'm moving it a little bit far back, this way we can have a little bit of room. I just want to get this kind of aligned with that. Cool, there we go. Now we can actually connect this conveyor to that splitter. And we're going to set up a smelter here. And this is the point of the game where we're going to start needing a lot more bio burners, and we're going to want to start automating some of that, especially once we get that chainsaw. Kind of drop that in place there. Oops, I want to drop one more right directly next to it. And one more on this side. Oh, we don't have enough material for that. That's okay. We'll go get some and come back for it. And I'm going to drop one more splitter here, because that will allow us to expand later as needed. And I'll be, you know, adding that other smelter right here to make sure that there's, you know, kind of an even split. Now, of course, this splitter will be splitting, you know, it'll be doing 33% to each one of those. But if you expand out further, the balance starts to get a little bit off, because essentially this is becoming, you know, 33, 33, 33, and then this becomes 50-50, but then, it keeps getting more, less and less the further down you go. So there's kind of scaling limits to that. So let's drop some power poles in place, and then we'll need to go get some supplies. Sorry, I know this is really annoying trying to jump around like this, but I'm trying to put them in a specific spot, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. Let's see, which one am I connecting? Okay, there we go. I kind of tend to put these on top of the splitters, but what I'm doing is just kind of dropping that there, and do the exact same thing here. Just want to make sure that everything is aligned. I know this is kind of silly doing it this way, but I just like to do it. There we go. Really easy to connect them. They're out of the way. You kind of see what's what. I'm going to put one of these. Oh, we need to go get some more wire. So let's kind of head over here, grab a bunch of wire. I guess we'll grab some more of this while we're here. Let's take a look at our bio burners. Yeah, we're getting a little bit close to capacity right now. So let's see. We're definitely have to go out and grab some leaves and stuff. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got to get our screw production going. Oops. Because we really, 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 really need to get this next research done. Because we really need that chainsaw, or else life is going to become very difficult for us. I could probably make all that extra wire. This is going to be probably against a lot of the things that I say, but I am going to go ahead and create some of this manually. It's just that we want to get to that next phase. Yes, PJ, the beeps, the sweeps, and the creeps. I hope Brittany's having a little bit better time. Are you having a better time with it, Brittany?
I haven't died this time.
Yay, she hasn't died this time, so that's exciting. I'm actually very happy to hear that.
Finally built my first hub because all the dang enemies were all around all the iron, so I kept running around trying to figure out how to get the iron without dying without a weapon. It's really hard.
So yeah, she's having a little bit of trouble, but she's making some progress. That's good. And I think it's actually good for her to kind of, figure this out. So when she does jump in the stream, she's ready to go, ready to rock it out. And, the way that I'll be doing it is I'll be acting as kind of the constructor or the conductor. I'll just be like, hey, why don't you go work on this? I'll work on this. And I've done that a bunch of times with a bunch of people, and it works out really great. If you do plan on working on the, playing this game with multiple people, I do recommend that you have one or two people that are really good at, kind of saying like, kind of organizing and putting things together and just suggesting different ways that you could do things. It's typically the person who knows the game the most, or the most opinionated person, which, I guess in this instance, I kind of fall into both categories. Opinionated, vocal, and I kind of know the game. Alright, so those are done. But yeah, it works out really good because you can have somebody be like, alright, we need to do this, we need to do that. You go work on iron. We have our, our concrete running a little bit slow. You go over and do that. This way you can kind of organize, and each person has their own little, like, duty. Have people go out and they build their own little, like, sub bases. You could be like, okay, you're in charge of everything concrete. Like, you have to scale up concrete like crazy. They go out and they build a bunch of buildings that are related to concrete, And, it just, or if you're going to run the train systems or, whatever. There we go. We're going to do a launch on that. Perfect. Let's find out the things that we need in order to create that chainsaw, because we're going to run out of power pretty soon. And I am really concerned by that. Oh, wait. Let's go back over here. I wish I could add this to my to-do list, but I can't. So let's see, we need 160 screws, 15 cables. Let's create those cables first. And we need... Crap, I don't remember how many screws we needed. But I do know that we needed another reinforced iron plates. We'll create that. And let's see what else we need. Oh, we need 2 more reinforced iron plates, sorry. Need more screws for that. And I know we're going to need to create like 120 screws or something like that. I just want to make sure I got all the other things in place. And then I don't remember what that other thing I needed. My short-term memory is terrible. I swear I'm not stoned. I just have terrible memory these days. And I can't remember exactly what the heck I just needed like 13 seconds ago. But I do know that we need like 120 screws. PJ, so question for you: are you enjoying this game? What are your thoughts about it? Would you like to join us for it? I mean, I'm sorry that it's not available on Xbox, but you know, I don't know if you currently have a gaming machine or not. There we go. Chainsaw, chainsaw. Now, this is going to be an interesting problem. Can we make the? Okay, we can make solid biofuel. Whew, good. Solid biofuel is needed for the chainsaw. Um, it does last even longer than the biomass. Take leaves, wood, carapaces, all that kind of stuff, and you convert those into solid or into biomass, and then you convert the biomass into solid biofuel. And now I'll show you how quickly we can get a lot of this stuff really fast. You can see we got a little bit in our inventories right now. We don't have a whole heck of a lot of anything, but here comes our chainsaw. The great thing about the chainsaw is you can walk up to like a pile of leaves and it will pick up everything. And you can see we pick up 71 leaves, a little bit of wood. Now you can see I'm kind of going for the larger spots of things, and you can see we're getting a lot of crap really fast here. We're just going to clear out as much as we can. Basically until it tells it stops picking items up, and then that means that you're full. But you can see we're picking up stuff really fast. Uh-oh, here comes another one of those enemies. Oh, there's two of them. Uh-oh, they're going to kill me. Ah, crap. No, 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 you, no, 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 no. Why am I lagging so much? Ah, no, go away. Sorry, I'm having some weird, crap. Well, that was interesting. This is weird. I'm having some weird, like, kind of weird lag with that. Wow, I haven't died in this game in so long. I was just really not prepared for them. And because I don't have enough items in my inventory, I couldn't switch to my my weapon or my health quick enough. But all right, so we're not going to go back over there for a little while because they're there and they're going to kill me. And they don't like me. Okay, well that was embarrassing, but hey, whatever. I died. Who cares? All right, so I think. But you can see that we did get a bunch pretty quickly. We got a lot of leaves, got a lot of stuff, but I don't want to keep creating all that crap by hand. This time I will. But we will create some automated, we'll at least automate the solid biofuel. Because creating the biomass only takes a few seconds. It's the solid biofuel that takes a lot longer. But as you can see, like, we just got a lot of leaves and a lot of wood pretty damn fast. And that is awesome. And that is why we rushed to the chainsaw. Yes, it goes against a lot of things I said, which is, kind of having your, kind of base set up and, being able to produce enough of the items that you can just pull them out, drop them directly into research. But this is one of those rare instances where it's like, look, it just, you got to do it. Alright, so since we don't really have a place over there, I tend to like to, oh wait, I need more reinforced iron plates. I do like to, I guess we can clear out our to-do list too. Let's see here. Yeah, iron plates and that. Okay, cool. But yeah, I tend to, set up my constructor that has the, that's producing the solid biofuel. Have it kind of close to where my biomass burners are, but based on the current configuration of my base, it's a little bit tough to do that. But now that we have our foundations, we can start moving things around and make them a little bit cleaner, a little more optimized. If you hit Q and then go to sorry. Equipment workshop. Sorry, you go into hit Q, go to production, and then it's down on the bottom.
Oh, it's the workstation I gotta make. Okay,
Yep.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, she's doing good. She's starting to get it now. All right, so we're gonna
Oh,
drop
it's
this right
the
about.
thing. That's why.
Oh wait, you know what? Yeah, I guess okay. Let's extend out our foundation a little tiny bit more. We're not gonna be rushing research anymore, for the most part. I think we're now at a stage where it's like, okay, we're gonna start like building our factory, setting things up the way they're supposed to be. I guess we can get rid of this now. We don't really need that anymore. We'll have to put it on the other side. I'm just filling in these gaps so I don't accidentally fall down there, and trust me, I've done that. It's a pain in the ass when it happens. But yeah, I'm going to set this up over here, and it's going to kind of output to another one of these here. Let's see, I'm trying to get this lined up. There we go.
Aerial view would be really handy.
And bringing this around this way. Oops, I built these backwards. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I built this backwards. That's why I was like, wait a minute, this is totally wrong. But you know, I'm going to build this over here like this. So it's a little bit less of a... There we go. Connect that in here. Now, of course, this thing is going to be moving later, but for right now, this is good. We're going to tell us to produce solid biofuel. We're going to drop this biomass in here. Now, because of the fact that it does take a lot of these at a time to produce, what I'm going to do is build a little more foundation over here. Put another storage bin, which is going to be here. And this is where I'm going to come to drop off my my biomass. So drop my biomass in here, comes out of this conveyor, goes into this machine, which is not powered yet. I'm going to fix that in a second, and then it will spit it into that other container. And these are not. Oh wait, there it goes. See, now it's producing it. Great. So now I can just go around, use a chainsaw, cut up a bunch of things, and come back. And I did notice, kind of quick side note, that I don't know if it's OBS or I think it's actually Satisfactory, but it appears that they're using a lot more cores than they were before. You know, looking at my overall cores, I actually one of my stream decks. I have two stream decks because I was doing World of Warcraft multi-boxing before they banned it, which is the reason I stopped playing World of Warcraft. But anyway, because I had this extra stream deck, I'm like, all right, let me do something with it. I didn't need that many buttons for streaming, not yet. Maybe I will eventually, but right now I have each individual button is a different core showing the CPU load. I have a 10 core 10900K, and you know, a lot of the cores are at 40%, 40-50%. So yeah, it seems like they're using a lot more multi-threading than they had in the past, which is awesome. I'm glad to see more games doing it. You know, a lot of people don't understand how difficult it is to do multi-core processing, but trust me, it's kind of a pain in the ass. All right, so now that we're producing that biomass or solid biofuel automatically, we can actually come over to these and swap out the fuel type. So now we'll be using that instead. And I'm going to want to, fill all of those up eventually. But it's going to take some time to kind of get enough to fill all of them up. Plus with that little bastard out there that killed me. So let's see here. How much do we have? Okay, yeah. So I'm going to take that biofuel that I had just gotten, drop it in here. Oops. Drop that in place. Cool. And we're going to go out, take our chainsaw, cut down a few more trees. Just to have enough that we don't have to worry about it for right away. Oh crap, I don't have any fuel on me. I forgot, I put all my fuel in there, and yeah, you need these in order to, you need fuel in order to get these to run. Now keep in mind, it does use the fuel while it's just in, while it's active like this. So if you run around with it just like that, you're going to use a ton of fuel, and yeah. We don't have enough inventory right now, or we don't have the the inventory slots to be able to support holding multiple items just yet. That'll be our next thing that we'll be researching. Was that a thing that just came jumping out? Oh no, that was smoke. Never mind. I know there was a few more of those critters around here. I don't know exactly where, but... Alright, yeah, dropping down larger trees, you get a lot more wood. And wood is, you can see we just got 44 wood. It is a lot more efficient to convert wood. And it's a lot faster too. Okay, so I think that should be good. And we did pick up a little bit of limestone. There are some areas that you can pick up limestone. You can pick up there's this other crap. I forget what it's called. It's like my something or other, like little mushroom things. But use it in cloth. It's part of some research and stuff. Okay, now yeah, just cutting down a few more things on our way back. There we go. Leave the rest for later. Kind of running back over here. I guess we'll put a little ramp because we keep kind of coming up and down here. Wait, do we have any cars yet? No, we don't have cars yet. Okay, that sucks. All right. Okay, so kind of coming over here. Oh, you know what? We're going to set up a workbench here. This way we don't have to keep running back for that thing. One of the things that I tend to do is if I'm working in an area for a while, rather than running back constantly and getting, running back to the hub, I just build a workbench nearby so I can produce a couple of things I need to. If there's like a last minute, oh crap, I need, 6 more screws to finish this thing. I'll just build a workbench, have it nearby. But because we have, we're converting this to biomass first, we're going to keep this nearby. And look at how much more efficient that wood is. You can produce 400 out of that, just for a few seconds it took us. Okay, it was more than a few seconds, but it took us like 2 minutes. We got a ton of the biomass, and we're just going to let it just go ahead and, convert that through. Yes, this is going to be slow. It will take a while. That's okay. But you can see we just have another 100. We got 170 of it now. So I'm going to come over here, swap this out again. That was only 91. I'm not going to put all of it in because I do need some for my chainsaw. And I'm just doing a shift, right click, and that will drop, let's see, did I put all of it in there? Yeah, shift right click to split the stack. But yeah, you can see we just got a little bit more. Now we gotta run back over here and we're gonna drop that in the other bin to have it processed into solid biofuel, just like we did before. There we go. Cool. Let that run for a little while, let it do its thing, and we're gonna go back to working on our foundation and such. Oh, we should actually select our next research too. Kind of come over here. We will do our field research next, which gives us another hand slot, so we can actually have our weapon and we can have our chainsaw in there at the same time, or we can have a weapon and we can have health. Or if you're out and about, I would do chainsaw and weapon in the event that little critters come out and decide to attack you. So we'll select that as our next milestone. Now we have to go back and finish our everything that we're doing with our iron production. I think we'll be good on iron plates, but we do need to get our screw production up and going. So let's get up here and finish that, shall we? We shall. I have a feeling that we might run out of power again when we connect this up. I actually will put one more here. This one's another temporary, but that's just kind of a junction point. Let's see if these kind of shut down. They probably, oh, no, they're going good. Okay, good. Take some of this ore that we have on us for reasons and get rid of some of it. Is this not powered somehow? What did I do? Oh, these two are not connected, that's right. See, like I said, my ADD is so bad. So with these iron ingots coming out, we're going to, well, first off, let's put this out a little bit further. Building more foundation. You see, this is why I create a lot of concrete. Once we have this up and going, we'll definitely focus on concrete next. Build a ton of foundation. And now we're going to put a merger right here, because we're going to take that output from that machine. I'm going to put it into a series of mergers, and again, I'm putting this, oops, I'm just doing this like this to make it a little bit easier to figure out what is what. The blue is for output, the orange is for input. Just kind of getting these aligned. You can see how much easier it is to align these when you're using a grid. But now I'm using these two mergers to take all these items, put them together on one belt, and then that will go on to the next stage. Several things that we can do at this point. We can say like, okay, we're going to have, we're going to split these iron ingots a little bit further and have, one machine that's going to be processing iron plates, one machine that's going to be processing rods. Or we can just kind of combine all of our ingots together and then split it up from there. The problem with that is that I don't have fast enough belts in order to support that. So for the time being, we're going to split it up into several segments. I do want to experiment with having like kind of smelting facilities that are just kind of like what we do with Dyson Sphere Program or Factoria, where we have dedicated kind of facilities that are just, they bring ore in, they spit out, ingots. And then, other factories come through and they pick it up and they use it for whatever they need to. We don't have a logistics network yet in this game, so can't quite have like generic trains yet. I'm sure somebody's going to add it, but as of right now, it doesn't exist. Anyway, this one is going to be for our iron rods. And because we need that for our screws. So let's go ahead and we're going to set up let's see, we're merging that together. And now we're going to need to set up another splitter. You might be asking yourself, wait a minute, why did you just merge everything together only to split it again? Well, it just keeps it really it just makes sure that things are being spread out as best as they can. And now we're going to put a constructor here. I know this is kind of a weird setup. Not many people do that. There's a lot of different ways that you could do this. There's really no wrong way to do it. It's just how efficient do you want it to be? How optimized do you want it to be? That kind of a thing. Alright, so we're going to drop some of these iron ingots because we have a ton of them on us. And I'm pretty sure that when I connect this, we're going to lose power. But I'm going to run another... Wow, we didn't lose power. I'm kind of surprised by that. But I pretty much guarantee we will very soon. Let's take a look at it. Yes, you can see that we are really, really close to the edge right there. Oh wait, it says a capacity of 70 oh, this is different. They changed this graph. So we're consuming 42.2 megawatts. We have a capacity of 70 megawatts. Current production 42.2 and max is 52. I don't quite understand how they do this now. There used to only be two numbers, but all right, well, we'll keep building until it shuts down. Oops, don't want to do that. Now we're producing iron rods, which is great, and we're going to set up another constructor we got to go get some more items, but I'm going to create another work crafting bench up here so we don't have to run downstairs for it. We need reinforced iron plates, which we're not producing automatically yet. But there's a bunch of things we need in order to be able to produce those. We also need some additional research to be able to produce the reinforced iron plates. We need to be able to have screw production, and we need to be able to have... there's a bunch of... there's the next level of assembler that accepts 2 inputs. That'll be the other research that we need in order to do that. Okay, so now let's produce some screws. Sorry, my nose is really itchy again. I don't know what's up with it. I've been having an issue with that recently. Whatever, just ignore it. Anyway, so for anybody new watching, please give me a subscribe if you can. That would be super appreciated. I'm trying to hit 100 followers on Facebook, on YouTube in order to get my custom name, so it would be much appreciated if you can do that. If you're on Twitch, please give me a follow. I always forget between YouTube and Twitch, they have separate naming conventions. But yeah, please give me a follow on Twitch and all the notifications and stuff. It would be greatly appreciated. I'm a new streamer. I've been doing it since December, but it's definitely challenging to get people to start watching. But I do have a lot more random people than usual, and I not many in chat, but I mean I can see you there. But I do appreciate you watching, even if you're not chatting. I greatly appreciate it. I'm running the stream because it's fun. I'm not doing this to make money. I'm not doing it for fame or anything. I'm just doing it because I really enjoy it and I love playing these kind of games. So yeah, please continue to hang out. I don't know if we'll be playing Dyson Sphere program on Saturday or not. I feel like I'm repeating myself on that, but I just still don't know. Like I really like the game, but you know what? Update 4 has come out, and that is just awesome. I've been waiting for it. Yeah, you can see I kind of screwed up with that alignment. That's why I jumped up here to do it right. And that should be right. Good, there we go. How's it going, Brittany?
Good.
It's going great for Brittany. That is exciting to hear. I'm very happy about that.
Just once I figured out like 5 different things to do and how to do them, I was able to figure everything else out. The biggest problem was fighting those dang monster rhino bulls that just kept killing me.
There are better weapons that you get later.
Yeah, no, it's okay. As soon as I figured that out, easiest way is to stand in front of a rock and then jump over the rock and attack them.
Yep, that is another strategy. That's a strategy that Brittany just used. If you're getting attacked by those monsters, you can jump on a rock, and as they come, or hide behind a rock, or hide behind a building, or whatever, you can jump on top of the building. But use the terrain to your advantage. It definitely helps a lot.
Whenever you can.
Yes, you see those berries, pick them up. You see those nuts, pick them up. And you know what? It's beyond just grab them for funsies. They are actually used as part of your research, which we'll be finding out as soon as we unlock our next thing. Oh, this is why we ran out. It's not that we needed more capacity. We just ran out of fuel. I kind of expected that to happen. Let's run over here, grab some more of this. Are you hungry?
I'm starving.
Oh. Well, you could have told me that.
Well, I just got some chips.
Brittany's hungry. Are you going to reheat some pasta?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
I had for the last 2 meals, 3 meals.
Oh.
I don't want to eat again.
Okay. Are you...
I'll eat tomorrow.
Okay. Are you waiting on me for it, or...
Mm-hmm. I want burritos.
You want burritos? Okay. Okay. Apologies all.
No.
Brittany's really hungry, so yeah.
No, I'm sorry, I'm just standing
I'm gonna order burritos in a few minutes. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm super enjoying tonight's stream, so I'm probably gonna run late on it. I'm just being 100% honest. This is probably gonna be a late night, and I do have a good number of users watching right now, so I'm pretty excited about that as well. I mean, even though it doesn't show the... It's really weird with a lot of these things. It doesn't show the proper number of people in here when you actually watch the viewer count. However, I can actually see a different view that I can see users in chat. And, yeah, the numbers don't always match. I don't know why, but on Twitch, for some reason, the numbers do not always match. I don't know. Whatever. Use code PIXIE. Okay, whatever. Enter to win $250 worth of cosmetics. Okay. I like cosmetics. I like lots of cosmetics. Oh, I guess I gotta order this right now because they accept ordering. Stop. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. I need to AFK a minute because I got 2 minutes to order this. So AFK for Okay, sorry about that. Oh, hi, I'm back to the larger screen. I went to the wrong one. My Stream Deck is still not working, so I have to actually use the UI, and I don't know. It's doing some weird stuff tonight. Gremlins, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Let's try the Stream Deck again. Nope, still not working. I don't know why it's doing that. It's so freaking weird. All right, let me just try this really fast. Let me see. Switch over to my right Stream Deck. Something got really messed up with this. I don't know what happened. All right, no, I'm not going to play this right now. What am I doing? Okay, let's get back to the game. I'll have to mess with my Stream Deck later. It's weird because, it shows the correct status, but the buttons don't work. I don't know. Anyway, all right, so let's take some of that bio or solid biofuel out of there. Let's drop it in here and kind of top these off. And I think we might have to make another little quick run to grab some more fuel. Just realized my tummy's starting to go hey, why aren't we eating? So even though I will be going a little bit later with my stream tonight, I'm just going to be honest with you, I will be eating during the stream at some point. So I will probably... I don't know how I'm going to do that because I would really rather not eat on the stream, but the reality is I'm kind of hungry and I want to keep the stream going, so... What I might do during that is I might just mute the microphone and or just take a little eating breaks here and there. It's a wet burrito, so I'll be eating with a knife and fork. I know it's going to look weird, but I don't really care. But yeah, I guess I'll just deal with it and we'll see what happens. That is if this place even accepts my order. Oh, it says that they're going to place my order. Latest arrival by 9:55. Okay, cool. So that gives us time to do things we need to do. Excellent. All right, cool. Back to the grind. Itchy nose, itchy nose. All right. Let's head back up to our production up here. And we're working on our production for screws and iron rods. Kind of jumping up here. Hi, Jaeger. My cat Jaeger wants to say hi to everybody. He's just meowing and stuff because that's what he does. Oh yeah, we ran out of fuel. That's why I had to jump down. Alright, so extending out our foundation a little bit. Obviously that's in the way right now. We can move that. Right now it's not really important. So we're producing a lot of the iron rods right now. Oh wait, this one doesn't have power, so let's fix that. Why does this not have power? Oh, that's why. Yes, I know it's really weird that I put these like this, but I just do it because I can. Why is it not? Now it's not letting me do it. Weird. Weird. You've seen me do it before, but for some reason now it's not letting me do it. Alright, whatever. Who cares? I'm not going to worry about it. You can hear Jaeger meowing. That's just what he does. Come here. Oh my god, my cat's driving me crazy tonight. I know he probably wants food or something, but, Yeah, whatever. Come on, Jaeger. Come say hi to everybody. Come say hi to the stream. Come here. Come here. I was trying to lure him in to come say hi to everybody, but, that's how cats are. Here we go. This is my little Jaeger monster boy. Say hi, everybody, Jaeger. Say hi. Do you want to chat in the microphone? All right, why don't you come lay on the back of my chair? All right, buddy. There you go. I don't know if he's going to hang out there. He's probably going to jump down in 2 seconds or get into a lot of trouble. Yep, he's jumping down. Okay. I'd like to try an experiment. Brittany, would you like to try an experiment? Would you like to try to lure Jaeger over to his food? Just call him over to his food and just stand there for a second. I'm just kind of curious. I've never had anybody else do that. My cat's really weird.
I like your phone. I'm holding it on my mouse button.
Nice. But yeah. So Brittany's using the mouse trick where you just put your keyboard on your phone on the keyboard just to let it just build a bunch of crap while you go AFK. But I'm trying to experiment where so both my cats, they need personal attention to eat. It's kind of like me where, I have to watch something while I'm eating TV. I know it's weird, but um,
I'm feeding them like I used to feed my 3-year-olds. You scatter some food on the ground, leading them to
yep,
the food.
yep, exactly. Wait, you did that with kids?
Yeah, my kids wouldn't eat unless if you put a plate in front of them, they wouldn't eat it. They would literally pick the plate up and throw it on the ground.
Wow.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't. You just clean the floor or the table, and you just put the food down. My kids were special. I mean, have you met me?
Well, yeah. Anyway, I don't know if any of you heard that interaction because with this new mic, it doesn't pick up things in the background as much. So, but yeah, Brittany will be on tomorrow to share more of her fun antics.
Uh huh.
But yeah, for today, she's just kind of learning the game. She's figuring it out. I do hear that she's getting going with it, so I'm pretty excited about her joining tomorrow. I did want her to join tonight, but I do understand that she needs to learn the game a little bit, and that's cool. Okay, you know what? I think I might need to walk my cat over to his food because he's going a little bit crazy right now. I'm sorry. I know I've been AFKing a lot tonight. It's a little bit unusual, but the reality is I also do need to get a drink, so I'm going to be back in I don't know, about a minute and a half. Apologies for that, but we will be running late tonight, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'll be right back, my unicorns. Okay, be right back. All right, I'm back. I got some more water, got my kitty fed, and I'm good to go. So yeah, let's do this. All right. So the good thing is that while I was away, my factory was still building. Or it was still running and doing all the things it needs to do, and that, in my opinion, is just awesome. I wish I would have connected this beforehand, so that could have been producing, but whatever. It's okay. All right. So Let's see, where were we at? All right, so we have 2 smelters now, feeding off this 1 drill. We could probably add a 3rd, but you know, want to get a little bit more biomass before we start doing that. I mean, we're gonna have to go out and chop down some trees and such. Those are being merged together, split back up. We have 3 constructors that are producing iron rods, and all 3 of these will be producing iron rods. Let's see, that one doesn't have power. Oh, we need to run a few more of these. Yeah, I can't wait till we get the Mark II power poles, because these are a pain in the ass, not gonna lie. Alright, so let's see, let's put another one here. That one will connect to there, that will connect there, and this one will connect to... Oh, jeez. Where do I have power here? Oh my god. That one's... Oh, wait, this one's not full. Okay, we can connect to here. There we go. Cool. Wait, why is this not connecting? There we go. Oh my god, that was a weird connection. Alright, so we have 3 of them. All 3 of them are creating... let's drop these ingots in there, get rid of those. All these are creating iron rods. Wait, are they iron rods or just rods? Iron rods, yes. Now what I'm going to do is... You need iron rods in order to produce screws. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these together again. I know, using a lot of mergers, splitters, all that kind of stuff. We're going to merge together. And then we're going to do another split that's going to do half of the output is going to be iron rods, and the other half is going to take those iron rods and convert them into screws. And then over time, we will split the production a little bit further. But for right now, this is a good, like, next step. So let's see, merge these together. Doesn't actually matter how you do the merge. There's several different ways you could do the merge, as long as you're getting them together. There we go. Let's connect all these together. You can tell I play this game a lot. Now I'm starting to get my muscle memory back. See how quickly I can connect all that crap? Yeah, that's when you can tell somebody's played this game way too much. It's just one of those, I mean, I get a lot of people asking, like, hey, how the hell do you place foundations that fast? It's just muscle memory. After you do it so many damn times, you just know exactly where to aim it and how you can... There are certain conditions when you drop a foundation. Like, let's say I drop that foundation here. And then I drop this one right... The hub's in the way, but if I drop this one right here and I don't move my mouse, guess what happens? It brings it to the next one there. So I just click again. You just have to know, like, and, you know, it'll reach a certain point as you're kind of bringing it back down towards you that you can just hit the button without moving, but if you do move it, you can actually get to the next point. It's just, it's a weird thing. You got to play around with it a little bit, but I'm sure once you do, like, you will figure it out and you will be just as fast with it. So now we're going to set up another splitter here, and this is going to do, you know, we're going to set this up to take that output of all those rods being merged together and give ourselves a little bit of room here, because I'm not quite sure how exactly we're going to fit everything together just yet. But now we're going to do another 50-50 split, which is going to be half of it is going to be used for, oh wait, we need more wire. Half of it is going to be used for our screw production, and the other, oops, grabbed the wrong thing. And half of it is going to be, grab the wrong thing again. Let's try that statement for the 7th time. Half of it's going to be storing iron rods just in, you know, into a box, and the other half is going to be used to produce screws, dropping it into a box as well. At this point, we are producing things strictly for the purposes of research. Eventually, we will reach a phase where we are producing things for more than just that reason. For, you know, building, building walls, building foundations, building, you know, train tracks, building all that other stuff. While we don't build those items directly, we will need that. So yeah, now the question is, do I want to do another split? And the answer is yes. Because once we have that 50-50 split, so 50% of it's going to screws, 50% is just going to whatever. we want to be able to take that 50% that is going towards screws and split it up to have 50-50 go into two different constructors, so we can build twice as many screws at a time. Now, of course, there's a much higher power requirement, which is why once I have this built, we're going to go out and, farm up a little bit more biomass. Because trust me, it's going to start getting expensive for everything pretty fast. Sorry, this was a splitter, so we're going to put another constructor here. And we'll put one more right directly next to it. It took me a second to place that because I was kind of thinking, like, is this how I want to do that? Now, of course, it doesn't really make sense to put a splitter here. I'm just not going to put the splitter there like I normally would, because the reality is we probably, there's no way to go anywhere further that direction. That's kind of why I gave myself a little bit of room. Should have given myself a little bit more room, but we will probably end up refactoring this area again as well. So that's okay for right now. Let's get, tell this is we're going to produce screws. I don't know how we're doing on fuel at this point. But let's take a look, and it looks like we are, we're pretty close to it's going to be a problem. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and I'm just worried if I connect one of these, it's going to be an issue. But let's connect one. We might lose power here. If we do, we'll just disconnect it. Okay, we didn't lose power. That's good. We're just going to let this produce screws for right now. And, yeah, I'm not even going to build a container for that. I'm just going to let that thing produce screws. And we're going to go grab some... it's nighttime. I don't like hunting in the nighttime. I think I did read something about lights. I hope they really did add lights, because these factories get really dark and it's hard to see anything sometimes. Alright, so let's get out our trusty chainsaw in just a moment, and we're going to go chop down a bunch of trees. And keeping an eye out for those little bastards that are out here. I know they are out here. See that one right there? There you are. There it goes. Yeah, definitely playing this game, I have realized that I really do need to get... I need to build a dedicated system for streaming. The lag is not bad. It's definitely doable, but I can definitely feel a minor lag. I don't have my FPS timer, or my FPS... Wait, what is it? It's like show FPS... I gotta Google it really fast. There's a way to show the FPS, but I don't remember. Like, I think that I should be pretty high up on my FPS, but...
I'm running 84 FPS, almost maxed. But I'm not streaming.
I gotta see what the damn... Like, there's a console command that you have to do in order to show the FPS, and I always forget what it is.
Oh, I did mine for my app on my computer.
Yeah, I could do that, but I just want to have it in game. I mean,
yeah, no,
you know.
I gotcha.
There's a damn way to do this. I just don't remember the damn...
Oh, that's why I can't. Oh, okay. Got
Oh, here's the console commands. Okay, so it's Oh, they might have changed it. That might be why. Okay, I'm just giving it one more second. If I can't find the damn thing, I'm just gonna say screw it. I mean, I'm just curious, but it looks like they changed the command. Yeah. I don't really care that much. There is another way I can get the FPS, but I don't think I really care that much right now. Wait, I guess I can go to the NVIDIA. You know, screw it, I don't care. Anyway, that is something I should get onto my Stream Deck. That's one more stat that I do not have on here, but I need to get it. I mean, you know, looking at CPU, like, definitely the load is a lot higher. I mean, I'm sure that we're running a debug build, which means that we have all the symbols and all the debug information in place. Oh, it says order out for delivery. Wow, that was fast. yeah, I mean when the food arrives, I will eat. I might have to mute myself a few times. I am really hungry, but I do want to keep playing, so I guess we'll just have to deal. I mean, I normally don't like to eat during my stream because I like to keep chatting and kind of making it interesting, but the reality is I'm kind of hungry, so you know I need to do it. And I've been really super excited about update 4. You know, I've been really looking forward to this. I mean, of course, I could just, you know, end the stream now, but, you know, whatever. I mean, I do want to play a game with Brittany later tonight, too, because I want to, yeah. We are playing Gears of War 4 right now. Completely unrelated. I mean, I'm not going to be doing that on the stream. It's an old game, but, never got around to playing it. And, you know, it was up on, you know, I've got an Xbox Series X. It was up on Game Pass. It's got, you know, kind of couch co-op. So we decided to start playing it, because why not? So we've been playing that a little bit. We've been playing that Mario, like, 3D, I forget what the hell it's called, game. That's been fun. We've been checking that out a little bit, too. Oh, that's a nice little graphical error there. Well, that rock, there used to be a rock there. I guess they kind of messed that up. Oh, we can go through that rock. Huh. Interesting. That's a nice little bug. That's new.
Oh, bugs are fun.
But yeah, I mean, overall, you know, this game does perform less than it should, but that's because we're running debug builds, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they have a lot more, they're getting a lot more information out of the game, you know, back to the developers. They want to, you know, there's probably a lot more logging in there. There's a lot more things that are going to slow it down. It's not optimized, that kind of stuff, and I wouldn't expect it to be. So, I mean, I'm not blaming them. I know that's how it is, because, you know, I do software development, so I get it. I mean, specifically, I do DevOps, but, you know, I mean, I'm in software engineering for the most part. I mean, it's DevOps a little different, but whatever. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm almost done with grabbing some more leaves and stuff. There we go. I think that should be good for now. We just want to fill those up because I think that we're going to run into some issues. And we wanted to start producing a lot of this while, or, you know, we have our screws being produced, which we need for our research. And, you know, field research will be great because there's some additional things that we can do. Oh, you know, I just realized I need to put my phone on mute because I'm one of those weirdos that still has a song for a ringtone. I know it's kind of a dated concept at this point, but I still kind of do it anyway because I do. But I don't want to get a copyright strike, so I'm actually going to go ahead and mute that. I should have muted it anyway, but... Oh my god, this new case is really hard to mute it. Damn. Holy crap. Damn. I didn't realize how hard it is to mute with the new cases. Jesus. The new iPhone cases, like the MagSafe kind of case. It's apparently really hard to mute the damn thing. Anyway. But yeah, I don't want to get any copyright strikes or anything, so, yeah. I don't know what that was that went running past me. I swear there was something that went running past me. Maybe not. Maybe it was just my imagination. That could have just been like the smoke effects or, you know, whatever. Oh, yeah, it's that crap that's going by. That's what it is, yeah. Alright, so doing some leaves now. Leaves luckily don't take as long, and you know this will give us a good amount of biofuel. This will last us for a little while, so that's good. We'll put it in that constructor or that, you know, storage bin and just let it just keep doing its thing. Actually, I'm going to drop some in place right now because it looks like it's empty. There we go. Continue producing that. Actually, this is probably a good thing that I should be doing, you know, while I'm eating, but, you know, whatever. I hope you all don't mind me, you know, eating a little bit during the stream, but, you know, I'm hungry. If anybody has any complaints, please let me know. But yeah, in all seriousness, please give me a like, subscribe, you know, comment, you know, even PJ, please, you know, every time you watch my video, please give me a like because, you know, those interactions, like, you know, actually, I don't know, I don't know if, Twitch has any concept like that, but please, you know, PJ, if you're still watching, please give me a like on YouTube for all my videos because it does really help. It counts as an engagement. Um, Also, kind of give a comment. Just tell me something, like, related to the game, obviously. Don't just type literally the word something. But yeah, those engagements do help. I mean, any streams, I know I'm being a little preachy right now. I'm not trying to be, but, if you do enjoy any streams out there, like, seriously, give them a like. Give them a subscribe. Give them a quick little comment. You can't build a stream otherwise, I mean, I've done a lot of research trying to figure out how to build a stream from scratch, and it is rough. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when I hit my 100, I think I'll get a little bit less with my asking people constantly. Like, I'm really trying to get past that 100 right now because I need it for that damn custom name. It's driving me crazy. And before anybody suggests it, no, I am not. And I repeat, not going to buy subscribers. I'm not doing it. I've had friends suggest, why don't you set up like 100 YouTube accounts or whatever. No. Or not 100, but just set up a bunch of YouTube accounts. No, not going to do it. Sorry, not going to happen. Oh, I should have grabbed copper wire. What was over there? Or copper cable? Or wait, what do they call it again? It's, wire. Okay. Should have grabbed some wire so I can put that in there. We need 300 screws, so we're pretty damn close on that. As soon as we have our screws, we'll be able to kick off that next research. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should just end the stream and, I don't know. I mean, we're going to be playing again tomorrow night, so it's kind of, I don't know. I have to think about that for a second. Even though I'm doing the stream right now, it's kind of hard to think while I'm, like, doing the stream, but, I don't know. What do you think, Brittany?
I mean, we're going to be playing again tomorrow night. It's going to take like 10 minutes to eat. It's going to be kind of awkward to stop the stream for 10 minutes. And it's going to be really hard to eat while you're streaming, especially if you're reading.
That's a good point. Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm going to eat while streaming. She's got a really good point. I mean, we did start playing and we did check it out. Because of the fact that this is new, there's a lot of really cool stuff I want to get to really quickly. I will do something a little bit different than I normally do with my streams. Like, a lot of times I will, I'll do a little, I'll just do a little bit in between each stream just to kind of move it along a bit. But I think that I'm actually going to go a little bit further with this stream, and I think I'm going to do a little bit more work than I normally would. I mean, of course, I'll make note of the things that I'm changing. I mean, you can kind of get a look at the factory right now. You can see we're making some good progress, but I think that after the stream, after I'm done eating, I'm going to spend, oh, look at that little butterfly. Oh, it's so cute. But yeah, after the stream, I'm going to spend some time. I'm just going to keep working on this. Maybe I'll get Brittany in this. She can hang out, check some things out, maybe help me build some things a little bit. And, we can also test getting that all set up and stuff. Plus, I'm going to have a mic for her tomorrow night, so she'll be able to chat with us. We got to get all that set up. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I don't know if I even have a long enough cable for the headphones, but we're going to test it out during the day. Hint, hint. I'm just giving her crap. But no, we'll test it out during the day. We'll get the microphone and headphones and everything set up. This way we could, so she could join in and chat. Okay, so the ma'am. This is something that's cool. So this thing right here, I mean, we need to create a couple of things for that. Oh, excuse me. This is actually going to be the last thing we're going to do for tonight, but we're going to create the ma'am, which is a little research system. And there's a lot of like random things you got to collect out in the world. Like you got to collect some of the alien carapaces. Carapaces? I think they're carapaces. I don't know. Some alien things. Shells.
Carapace shells? I don't know.
Yeah. Shellish things. Yeah. So you can see, like, for example, like this research only takes 3 seconds. I'm sure they're going to increase that time eventually, but right now it's a pretty quick kind of, it is carapace. Alright, so we researched that. It's going to unlock this next little tier here. And this next little tier is going to be structural analysis. So we need 5 more of those. And that will unlock some additional things. And those additional things will be able to, like, you can take, like, for example, when you get alien organs, I think it can deconstruct to like 100 or 200 biomass. So it's even more than the wood and the leaves. I mean, obviously you're not going to go out hunting for them, but when you do see them, it's really, it just, oh my god, it's so much quicker. It helps hold you over until you start getting towards coal. And I'm kind of surprised this game doesn't have anything with like renewable energy, windmills, solar panels. Like, I really wish they would add that. Like, I'm sure they will, or somebody will mod it. It's only a question of time. Okay, so we don't have any of these. These are the much stronger aliens. I mean, I do know how to take them out without having the blade, which is like the next weapon up, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. I'll see if I can search one of those out to do that research. I will do some of this research. Like, for example, okay, here's the flower petals. This is going to unlock the gun that you used for like colors and stuff. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Like, you can see, it takes a bunch of like screws and stuff. Maybe I'll do some of the research. I don't know, but it's not really the major thing that I need to do right now. So, like, okay, yes, I'll get some of the pale berries so we can do that research. Do this nut research right now. I got to pick up some of this bacon aragic. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. The bacon mushrooms, yeah. And we can scan for those items, and then there's a bunch of other things that we'll need for the research. I probably will do some of this research. There's hard drives out there that you can get alternate recipes with. I will probably do a little bit of that research, but I'll, definitely make note of what I do. And, but I really want to get the stream going quickly, this particular game going really quickly, so we can play this tomorrow night. I do have to update YouTube and everything to kind of reflect that. But that's as much research as I could do on that right now. So let's select our next research, and then you'll have an idea of some of the things that I'll be working on after the stream. So let's see, part assembly. This is the assembler, this is the next version up from the constructor. This can accept 2 inputs, and you need that to create reinforced iron plates and a bunch of other things. Eventually you get another one, which is like 5, but that's like much, much, much later. Resource sink. I'm a big fan of the resource sink. I'm not going to lie. I'm probably going to unlock that next. And I'm just going to take some random crap, like just set it up on top of an iron mine or next to an iron mine and just start shoving items into it. Start gaining those credits right away. I know it sounds like a little bit of a waste, but trust me, there's a bunch of things you really want to unlock on there. Plus, we'll unlock the Cybertruck because it's so stupid. Jump pads, I don't find them particularly useful. I just don't use them. There are some situations where they're nice, but I'll be honest with you, I just don't use them. They are great for like launching clear across the map and stuff. I've done that, or not launch pads. Use hypertubes for that, but I don't use the jump pads very much. Logistics Mark II, super damn critical. Oh yeah, these are the stackable conveyor poles that I had mentioned earlier. Those are super useful. I use them all the time. But yeah, looking at the next things that I need to unlock, resource sink. Don't need to unlock that next, but I'm going to because I just really like it. There's some cool things that we can do with it. And I'll probably do the part assembly next, so then we can start, to assemble all these other things, like, for example, the reinforced iron plate, and then the smart plating we'll need once we get our space elevator up and going, which is going to be a next big thing that we need to do. And let's see, what do we need for the space elevator? Space elevator, we need we actually probably could build our space elevator here shortly. And we'll probably build it out right over there, but I'm going to need a bunch of foundations in place to kind of get that set up. I won't build the space elevator after the stream. I'll definitely build it during the stream. but I'll get all the foundations and everything in place. So I'm just kind of seeing what I can do for the rest of this stream. Oh yeah, I guess I should get all the items that I need for doing those unlocks. And let's see here. Yeah, we're producing a lot of these iron rods, but we're not really putting them anywhere yet. So I guess I should probably work on that right now. Otherwise, it's kind of a waste having all these. Let's see here. I do have to kind of snake this back into... let's see, how do we want to do this? I guess we'll just kind of wrap this around this way. This is why I need those conveyor pole things, because excuse me, the conveyor pole things are used for, you know, kind of stacking up a bunch of these things, running it against the walls, all that stuff. I'll do some of that cleanup later. But yeah, the important thing is I want to get these things back downstairs. I think this is a really crappy way to do it. Yeah. Maybe I'll build another floor up, and then the next floor up will be where our storage will be. I don't know how I'm doing it yet. I'm going to have to play around with it a little bit, do a little bit of testing, kind of figure out exactly how I'm going to do it. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'll be doing on, you know, off the stream. But as a reminder, I will be streaming again tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Not specific time, Pacific time. And, you know, you can follow me on, or find me on both YouTube and Twitch. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. It's so damn important. If you're on Twitch, you can find the link to my YouTube on the About page. And if you're on YouTube, you can find a link to my Twitch on the About page as well. I would really appreciate if you would kind of hang out and catch me on both. But yeah, I'm just still trying to get that damn 100. I seriously will shut up about that as soon as I get it.
You sure you will?
No, I probably won't. Brittany's, yeah, Brittany knows me too well.
Yeah.
But no, I'll be a lot less on it. Seriously. Alright, so that thing's launching up. We got a resource sink kind of, you know, ready to go. To be honest with you, I'll probably end up like grabbing some of these iron over here, setting up some mines on those, dumping them right into the resource sink, and so we can start getting some of that, some of those tickets. There's a bunch of cool things we can get out of it, and that's kind of part of why I want to do that, because I want to see all the new stuff that they have. But yeah, that will be for next time. Let's see how far out is my food, because maybe I should just kind of, should I end things now, or let's see how far they are out. It says 2 minutes, but okay, I guess I'll go until my phone rings. Alright, what can we do? Oh yeah, cables. Currently we're not producing cables. This whole setup right here is this was a lot of temporary. It is a total mess as well. I guess that's another thing I can start doing, is get more of my foundation going. I guess that's what I'll do for the rest of the stream. I'll just get my foundation out and going. So as you can see, I'm just kind of extending my foundation out much further. And we're going to go around the hub, because after the stream, I'll pick that hub up and move it so it's on top. And same thing with that workshop here. Actually, we can just do that with the workshop right now, because we're going to be putting the hub directly next to it. But I don't want to kill the hub just a second, because it will kill power and everything else. And while I'm eating, I want, you know, I want that thing to keep producing while I'm eating, you know. There we go. Drop that there. Another thing I would recommend is if you have, if you're playing with multiple people, I would recommend creating multiple workbenches and multiple workshops. Put them all close to each other, because only one person can use one at a time. And it's really annoying to have to run up and realize, oh crap, I can't use it because, you know, XYZ is using it. Trust me, it makes life a lot easier just by having, you know, a couple of them close to each other. Alright, so continuing to run these out a little bit. This presents an interesting problem right here. This hill. I've always struggled with this hill. A lot of different ways you could deal with this hill. You can just kind of close it off. You can build some kind of ramps going up. But either way, this ramp always presents an interesting problem for me. So that is something I'm going to have to figure out after the stream, is how do I want to handle it. Probably I will end up just creating a ramp going up. Otherwise, you have to just block the whole thing off and it becomes useless. I would rather be able to kind of walk up this way and have another ramp kind of going up that way. There's really not much else you can do with it. I mean, if you have any other suggestions or other ways to do it, please let me know, because I would be very interested to hear that. But I have not been very successful finding a way to deal with that. Now, this looks a little bit weird, but what I'm doing is I'm building this out so I can put another foundation down like that, and then I can do that. So now we have that same thing like I had done before, but now I can create another ramp kind of going up that way. And we're all aligned the way we need to be aligned. And I can get up to the second floor, which doesn't actually exist, but yeah, that's my front door. Hold on a second. Yeah, the food's here. Or, well, that was a door. Oops. Alright, so you can kind of see where I'm going with this. You know, I will be back tomorrow night, and we'll keep playing, and, yeah. I'm super looking forward to it. I'm so happy that this update's out. I've been so itching to play this game, but I didn't want to play until Update 4 came out, because I knew that it was going to be a completely brand new game. And, yeah, so thank you very much all for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it. I have a good number of users in the chat, and, you know, I hope that you please give me a like and subscribe. I know I've been saying that a lot tonight, but, you know, I'm really trying to push for it. You kind of have to push for it to get it. But hey, I've been going for 2.5 hours tonight, so it's a lot longer than I usually do. Why is this buzzing? Okay. Let's see. Let's go up to large cam. Hi. Oh, wow. My lipstick totally came off. Oopsies. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. I love doing this stream, and I'm going to keep doing it twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Currently going to be taking a break from Factorio and Dyson Sphere program. We'll be focusing on Satisfactory for at least probably the next like 2 to 3 weeks. We'll kind of see how it goes. Maybe we'll squeeze a little bit of Dyson Sphere program in, but I think Factorio for the time being. I think I'm going to put a little bit of a hold on it because I can't do 3 games. I think 2 games is kind of my limit. Yeah, it is kind of my limit. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. Please drop by tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific time, and we will do it again. And until next time, bye my unicorns! Have a great night, and stay fabulously glittery. Bye!